I've got some great memes to share with you. So this might inform the musical choices tomorrow. Neil Tennant and Neil Landlord, of course, from the Pet Shop Boys. If you have a Pet Shop Boy favourite, you might like to choose that tomorrow. And perhaps more recognisable for those of you not familiar with UK music and the Pet Shop Boys, Diana Ross. Yes, that is more recognisable. So Diana Ross tunes, possibly an inspiration for such a choice tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, thanks to everybody who downloads the podcast. Way up. And the big downloaders, United States, that's up. United Kingdom is up. Portugal and Australia, Australian podcast listeners as well. And there's a very quick view of the rivers of Portugal, which could be a little call on Boney M request, the rivers of Portugal, not Babylon, right there. Okay, let's make a few adjustments, especially to the sound and vision here, because we're about to welcome Bob and Viv onto the screen. Push that button there. Talk a bit louder for a moment and hope everything settles itself. And give them a nice big round of applause this morning. And bring them onto the screen. Here they are. Hola, bon dia. Goodbye. Where are you, Bob and Viv? Now, strangely enough, they're on a blackout situation for me. Let me just take them off and bring them back on again. Can anyone else see Bob and Viv? If you can see them, that's fine, because I can't. Can we hear them? Can you unmute for us, Bob and Viv, as well? Oh, there we go. That's sorted out. Yeah, what was that about, do you think?
I don't know. You froze.
On our end, you froze.
Yeah.
That might be my fault. Yeah, we've had some poltergeist activity. I don't know if you saw when Jenny the cat speared my nipple with one of her claws. Yes. It became quite chaotic at that point. She's run off with her tail between her legs. Small video sent, hopefully not of that. And so good morning to you, Bob and Viv. Tudo bem? Como está? How are you doing up there in the north?
We're doing all right.
Yeah. We're doing really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoying the relief from the super hot weather. That's for sure.
That's so good.
Yes. Well, it just so happens that the Portuguese saying of the day from Antonio F is today rain and tomorrow wind. That's hoje chuva. I think he's talking about the weather anyway. Hoje chuva e amanhã vento. Tudo muda num momento. So yeah, everything can change in a moment. And to me, it feels like that. Autumn's here, isn't it?
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's in the air. Yeah.
That shift is definitely here.
You can feel it.
Seems to be. What does that mean up in Pontelima? Are those lovely trees turning an autumnal hue now?
Not yet. Nothing's. There's nothing that turns up here besides a few maples, and everything else just turns brown.
Yeah, the bracken just goes brown.
The bracken's
going brown. Yeah, that happens.
Right.
That's about it so far.
Wow.
We've invested a lot of time lately on a stray dog again. So
you can't resist, can you?
We're kind of out of the loop of life at the minute.
Tell us about this one then.
We've been sitting with a dog.
Yes.
He's out in the woods and he's got a good place. I mean, he's got, as far as dogs go, he thinks his life is just fine.
Yeah.
Of course. He
goes and visits his friends, and he's got like 6 people feeding him, bringing him his smorgasbord of food every day. And sometimes he'll eat it, sometimes he won't. He gets, but he's I didn't know what he was until he barked.
I'll send you a picture.
And then I got to play one day, and he went, "Woof!" And I was like, "Oh, you're a hound!"
Wow. And so you chanced upon him in the woods, and you're just trying to find him a home now, are you?
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully not ours.
But it might be.
I'm thinking that is probably the likely outcome here. Just the way you're talking about him and the situation.
He's a good dog, but
yeah.
And
so that just kind of shuffled everything that.
It does, doesn't it?
That we were doing.
Yeah, we were down there for hours one day last week.
And does Gus go with you? You're the dog you already have and you rescued. Does Gus get on well with the new big fella?
He's met him once.
Yeah.
And the big fella tried to follow him home that night, and I wish he had, but he stopped when he got to the edge of the woods. He doesn't like to come out of the
Oh, really?
It's a construction site. He's going to have to come out sooner or later because they're going to build a road there. So,
Yeah,
wow.
but anyway, so yeah, that shifted all kinds of things, and then we're getting ready to go meet two of my three children in Germany in a couple weeks, and so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Ooh, well done. Well done. That sounds nice. Obviously, yeah, it's great to be in Portugal, isn't it? It's the jumping off point for the rest of Europe.
It is. It's so much easier than going to the US. You get them to come here.
Yeah.
And why not? And why not? Have you been to Germany before?
I have.
We've both been to Germany.
We're going to Switzerland for a few days first, though, because the airfare was half what it was to fly to Frankfurt. So we're flying into Zurich and staying there for a few days before we go meet the kids.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Well, when Viv's a good shopper until FOMO takes over. But anyway, she
and then I have to see every airline and every flight.
But she was checking on this, and all of a sudden she looks at me and she says, well, if we flew into Zurich, it's only a 2-hour train ride to Freiburg where we're meeting them, and we could use the savings. Now this is the typical savings line. Yeah, we could spend the savings.
Yes.
On the airfare.
Why not?
Yeah. on 4 days in Switzerland.
So I haven't been there. This is one of the.
Well, why not? Why not? That sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah.
So Zurich, a bus trip over to Grindelwald and Interlaken and which I've been to that area twice. So it's going to be exciting. We're actually going to travel somewhere in Europe that I have been and she hasn't, which is very hard to do.
Very good. Very good. And it's all skiing country as well, isn't it? Are you skiing as well?
No, there's no snow yet.
Well, I don't know if there is or not, but no, we're not.
I don't think so, but no, we wouldn't be skiing anyway.
And
it hurts too much to fall down at our age.
Yes. God, I nearly fell over yesterday playing football with the kids, or was it the day before? But yeah, I thought no, I really shouldn't. I'm not 8 anymore. I'm probably not going to roll with it.
It's hard to admit, but there is a time to stop skiing and do things like that.
Yeah. Well, I hope I've got a little bit longer to have a bit of a kick about. But I think I went at it a little bit too vigorously. Your savings on the flights. What's your favourite source for finding flight? Have you got a trade secret you can share with us, Viv?
No, I don't. I just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and looked. I don't have a secret. The only secret is they change every few minutes. So if you don't see what you like the first time, give it a few minutes and you might find it in half an hour.
Yes, and there are pressuring tactics, are there not, with these?
Oh, yeah.
They mess with your mind, don't they? And the FOMO can kick in.
They do, and they get the FOMO to kick in, and
yes.
But we booked early.
Yeah.
And like the lodging in Switzerland, what did we find out? It's gone up 2.5 times.
More than that. I think, it's gone up 3 times. It's 3 times what we paid.
If we were to book it now, if it was available.
Yes.
For 4 nights. It was $1,800 for 4 nights.
If we booked it now. Yeah.
But we got it for 6. So
excellent. Right. Okay. It sounds like Lord Barrack or Lord Travancore needs your help with his travel agency. It sounds like you've got skills to be on the BMZ travel faculty.
Yeah.
Have a lovely time. That sounds amazing. We've got the lovely picture of this hound.
There he is.
He's a handsome boy, isn't he? And he lives in the woods. He sounds like a real character. Well, good luck with him.
He's a handsome boy. I can see him with a pipe in his mouth and Sherlock Holmes hat on and
that makes
rocking
sense.
by the fire. He's
a
handsome boy.
A little cravat on, maybe. When in Switzerland, buy chocolate and watches. Okay, there's your advice for.
Okay.
And my mother is 78. She goes skiing every year in March. Very good.
I know. Good for her.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
You can do it. Go.
Yes. And autumn colours. I've made an assumption there of something we do miss here, says Ernesto. Just a sad fade to brown. Fade to brown. Here in Portugal, I'm afraid. That had never occurred to me in all my time here. That had never occurred to me, the autumnal shift like that. But I guess it's more marked, isn't it, in different parts of the world? I mean, in UK you get it, but perhaps it's more even accentuated in the US. Right. You had a great topic, Bob. Let me just for a moment remove. Has he got a name, this guy, yet, or not? Or do you need to keep
Jocko.
that? Say again.
Jocko.
As in Jacko Pastorius.
Joccko.
The Scottish, not as in Michael Jackson, but as in
no.
Jocko.
Yeah. Jocko, that's a great name. Right.
No idea where it came from. I just looked at it, and I'm not good. She's good at naming.
Yeah, he named him the first time we saw him, and I said, well,
he looks like a Jocko.
There he is. Okay, Jocko it is then. All right. A great topic to discuss, buying or renting. Now, my suggestion to people hasn't really changed over the years when coming to Portugal. Get somewhere to rent first, make it your base camp, maybe for a year. That year will, excuse me, that year will fly by real quick. Yes. And in that time, you might find somewhere you like if you're going to be buying. I think you've got an update on this, right? You've got some insight on this, Bob. Did you suggest that?
Well, just yeah. I guess the thing we deal with, and we're we've found a place we'd very much like to buy. Which kind of surprised us, but
we weren't looking
because we were but the thing that we have found if you're renting long term is there's still that caveat in there that with 4 months notice they can
take the house back.
And when dealing with that, every 2 years or whatever the term you're working with is, you're dealing with, okay, are we going to have to move or are we not going to have to move?
Yeah.
And having we've had issues with our landlord since we got here. There's the cultural issue we ran into is I knew more about their house the day I moved in than they knew after living in it for 16 years.
Yeah.
And because I'd worked in construction, I'd worked in mechanical, I'd done plumbing, I'd done electrical and all these things. So it's that communication bit, how to communicate succinctly when you're not, number one, not in the same language, number two, it's getting on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's that kind of thing that at least when you've purchased,
you don't have to worry about that. And now there's pretty much no chance you're going to be stuck with a house up here, because if it's a nice house and it's for sale, it's going to sell immediately. So
yes, very interesting. Mel saying, knowing what I know now, I would not buy in Portugal again, especially if older and possibly wanting to downsize later due to capital gains tax on prime. There are all sorts of issues. Can I just check with you there, Bob? Your understanding of the tenancy law is that if a landlord wants their home back, they can just give you 4 months' notice. Is that right?
As you're approaching the renewal date,
during the renewal time,
okay. All right.
They can only do it that time. They can't just do it anytime. It's only when the lease is up for renewal.
That's our understanding. Yeah. And so we're even our attorney wasn't super clear because ours did do an auto renew. So now where are we?
Yeah, right.
And so we're so it's just another part of the adventure of just sorting everything out. That advocacy group, I sent you the picture of the magazine cover.
Yes, that segues nicely. Yeah. And because they've got the strangest name, haven't they? It seems like they might be environmentalists, doesn't it?
And they're not, though.
No.
Yeah.
So tell us about this. What is this service? What is this organization?
Well, it's a membership organization, but they have offices across the country. Now, this is all firsthand information from
our Scottish friend told us about this, and he's been here for 40 years.
Yeah, and he's used them before. Yeah. And so he said, if you need to sort things and you're having a hard time making your point, getting things put together, knowing where to go with it, this organization is very good. So I'm real interested if anybody here has had any experience with them.
So they're a consumer, like a consumer group,
Right.
are they? Or a consumer,
consumer advocacy group is what
Right.
is what our friend told us.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing guy. We went to visit him and his wife the other day, and they've been in Portugal well over 40 years, and he managed multiple textile factories here.
Hey, wow, okay.
Mid-80s, creative, inspirational on many fronts.
Yes.
And
yeah, good to
he
bump into somebody like that. Yeah.
Oh,
it's great.
Yeah.
We love talking to him.
and
Okay, so can I just share a little bit about it?
Sure.
Decoprodest is the largest consumer protection organization in Portugal. I think Antonio F. has mentioned this to us in the past.
Okay.
Maybe from the point of view of reports on particular products. So it's a bit like Which magazine that the UK people might know. Knowledge is power. Because knowledge is power, with over 30 years of experience, we offer legal support, comparative testing of products and services. Yeah, that's Which magazine, or like it, and detailed information to help all Portuguese people make informed choices. Joining Decoprodest guarantees protection advice and access to a wide range of benefits, such as exclusive discounts and informative magazines. It's a trusted brand that has marked generations and continues to be essential in defending the interests of consumers in Portugal. So yes, consumer organization, pro-consumer organization, and testing different kinds of products here, including, by the look of it, air fryers, headphones, vacuum cleaners, computer goods, smartwatches, and coffee makers, and all that sort of good stuff. What was it that's particularly attracted you to about this?
Well, he said that when you're dealing with contract issues, they have a legal team.
Yeah, and they can advise you and tell you, this is right, this isn't. It's just different.
Yeah,
that's what Andrew said. So we'll find out soon.
Yeah, and Antonio's been a member for years. Perhaps you know better, but he suggested when I was telling him some of our issues of mechanicals that have never worked, but they thought they worked, and how to deal with it.
Yeah,
he said that this organization may be able to help. So, so
we're hoping so.
We're just looking at our options.
Well, if anyone else knows anything, I think we should take a look at that. Maybe we can get somebody from the organization on the show at some point. Yes, it was Antonio. Good to see you here this morning, Antonio F. Seen quite a few who initially rent central, then buy further afield to Zandeiro, usually for price, but find it very isolated and end up leaving. Best not to buy too far out. This is something I've become aware of more recently as well. Smaller and closer rather than bigger and further out. And that's the FOMO thing coming back into the conversation, isn't it? Is when you start looking, I think, and maybe this was truer a few years ago, but when you could see that you could have loads more bedrooms than you thought, loads more land than you thought for a reasonable money, people were quite tempted by that, weren't they? All those empty rooms they never ended up using, and all that land that they've got to look after every year. It's different, isn't it? The experience of managing it all is very different to the attraction when you're seeing all that bang for buck that you might get with your money.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want any more land. We have a small yard, and I thought, I wish I had more room. And just in 3 years, it's like, man, I'm glad I don't have any more land to take care of.
Yeah, right. People come to this realization, don't they? For sure.
Yeah. So I'm ready for smaller and further out. So I'll take one of each of those.
Yeah, smaller and further. Yeah, one on. Yeah,
I'm yearning for nature. I just want nature and rivers and flowers and grapes and olives
and keep it simple. Keep it simple. Well, this is it, isn't it? This
is very much so. Yeah. Simplify.
And I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere, but there's plenty of places in Central that are not in the middle of nowhere. They're close to hospitals, and the airports can be a problem if you have to go to the airport a lot, but we don't. And
well, we visited one of our old stomping grounds, and I'm sure there are other places like it. Curia, Curia, lovely little town. It's on the railway line. You can get on a regional train to Coimbra or to Aveiro. It's very near the A1, and it's very quiet and peaceful and tiny. There are enough shops and infrastructure there. You can go to little towns either side of it. So these sweet
Uh-huh.
spots do exist, don't they? And it's
They
very,
do.
because when you first arrive, you think, I don't get it. You know, why aren't the Portuguese living in these lovely places? And years later, you think, oh, now I understand why.
Well, and if you have to go to work, it'd be a problem too. But
Sure.
we don't.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, our first place here, we were, what was it? 12 kilometers out of town.
Yeah.
And a kilometer is small compared to a mile. And we're thinking, wow, we lived, 15 miles out of Westcliff, and it was at least 25 minutes if it wasn't muddy or snowy. And so we're thinking, fantastic. But we're also used to traveling at 50 to 65 miles an hour.
So it slows you down.
And
The roads slow you down here on their own.
When you're traveling at 30 miles an hour or 50K, the whole 12, you suddenly begin to realize, why being closer in can be nice.
That's right. Yeah, check your assumptions for sure, right?
Yes.
We it's difficult to do, isn't it? You don't know what you don't know, and you can take something for granted or assume things. But yeah, we live and learn, and that's why we have these sorts of conversations here. Sarah, also members of Deco Protest. This is good. Thanks for mentioning this today. They have a healthcare to help you shop for health insurance. It's terrific. That's good to know. And Antonio have used their services for law questions a few times, but I mostly check their products tests, especially when I need to buy an appliance. Very good. And there might be a bit of the ethical consumer thing going on as well. Although they do tend to inundate you with emails. Who doesn't these days? I'm guilty. Yeah, exactly. You'll have just got a message from the Portugal Club, actually, if you remember. Please have this 40-year veteran on. It would help. Oh, can we? Is it Andrew? Did you mention
Andrew? Yes.
Well, if Andrew wants to come and join us himself, that could be pretty cool. Help to set up our own Foreign Residents Association, PALUP. Portuguese-speaking countries are well organised in the respect pre-1951 properties. I don't know if that's your own 40-year Portugal expat veteran or the one that Andrew that was mentioned before there, Adrian. We tend to miss an English-speaking community. Oh, where you are as well, Andera. But your grasp of Portuguese is great, Andera. And your hack that you told me a long time ago, where you just shrug your shoulders and say "Este complicado" and smile. It works in 80% of situations.
And when that doesn't work, with smiling a lot and nodding your head works.
On that note, is it getting better? Is your Portuguese conversation improving?
Un poco.
Bob's is getting quite a bit better. I'm slow. I'm very slow in this.
Take your time. Take your time. As long as it's going in the right direction, that's the main.
I think the walls are coming down. You know, the resistance, the giving up.
Oh yeah, it's gone. It's gone. We need to learn it. We're going into B1 next, so where they don't speak any English. So I will be dazed and confused for the first few weeks.
The baptism of fire can help. Do you know, I'm thinking of becoming an Uber driver.
Are you?
Do you know, that's got to be the best way to learn Portuguese, isn't it? You're stuck in your car and everyone getting in as a Portuguese customer. Unless, of course, they all start thinking, hey, Munson's an Uber driver now. We'll book him because he speaks English. That would happen. That would backfire, wouldn't it? But I was thinking, that'd be such a good way of learning Portuguese. Anyway,
it would. So it's a matter of, I mean, other immersion for where we are and who we are right now is difficult. Now, we did sit at a cafe last night, and we have friends here that's you know, if you're a beer drinker bar sitter, it works great. That's just not us.
Just go sit at the bar and strike up conversations with people you can't talk to.
That's hilarious.
But you make it work. You make
learning,
it work.
A friend, it was amazing in a few months how much Portuguese he knew because he hung out with Portuguese people all the time.
Yeah.
And we don't have the opportunity. Well, we don't take the opportunity
we could
to do that. as much as we could. So last night, a bunch of teenagers sitting around the table talking.
Yeah. And we were eavesdropping, and I still couldn't understand a word.
Hang
trying.
in. Yeah. Work experience, voluntary work, that sort of thing. I've got a real estate work experience position as well. That's pretty much all Portuguese, and it just makes you just have to do it, and that's often the way, isn't it? That's often the way. So that's how the people who really pick it up quicker doing it. They're immersing themselves, as you say. All you need to know in the bar, and you'll be the friend of everyone. It's true. It's true. And also the beer helps you think you're a better Portuguese speaker. Generally speaking. So lovely travel possibilities, plans for you. Thank you for suggesting the Deco Protest and that nice little bit of conversation about renting or buying. That was very helpful this morning. Anything else before you go? Because there's a tune you'd like me to play. I should have played it as you walk on music, but we'll go out with Tom Jones and we'll play your tune tomorrow, Mel. Are you on the show tomorrow, Mel? You might be. Yep, I go to cafes pretty much every day and walk to Portuguese groups of people to strike up conversation. Well done.
Great for you, Mel.
And especially Bob and Viv, a drink or six always improves your language skills. So
that's true. You think you sound so good.
Very good. And then the next morning, was I good or not?
What did I say?
What did I agree to?
Yes, that's right. Then the phone call start.
What did I say I'd do?
Yeah, you remember last night? Not really. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share with us on your monthly visit before we play Tom Jones for you?
Oh, the other thing you could do is get a dog. Dogs are great for meeting Portuguese people.
Yes, they are.
Bob has made friends on just walking
Just by walking Gus. Yeah.
Top tip to finish with. So good luck with Jocko as well. And
if anybody else wants Jocko and loves him, call us.
Oh, okay. So you would be prepared. You're not so attached yet.
No, we're not so attached that we have to keep him, but we will foster him. We will foster him until he finds a home.
All right, fantastic. All right, thanks you two. Lovely to see you, to hang out with you, and your insight and information there. And enjoy your travel trips. And I'm sure we'll be talking about that next time we see you. Take care. Thank you very much. Boa semana. There they go. And boa semana to you all.